Trash. Holy cow, the Cubs can wave bye-bye to any thoughts of winning the division. Welcome back to Holy Cow, your go-to source for the Cubs baseball recaps here at the Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan channel. Cubs dropped the series against the St. Louis Cardinals, shutout in Game 1, explosive win in Game 2, and then a frustrating, limp finale where the offense returned to an -2. We've seen this story before, and unfortunately, we've seen it a lot as of late. Dependable offense is just too far and in between. 11 runs total, with 9 coming in Game 2. That would be abysmal against any other team, but it's even more pathetic that it's against a team, scratch that, your rival that was selling arms at the deadline last week. They got rid of dependable arms, and this team can't hit what's left over. The trade deadline was supposed to be some sort of jump start for this team, but right now the battery just might be dead. Let's break down the series game by game. First up, Craig decided to flip Suzuki and Tucker in the batting order this series. There's only been 8 other times this season, mostly in the first few weeks of the season, where Kyle was actually backing up Suzuki in the lineup. In those 8 games, they have a 3-5 record. Also, Kyle and Suzuki, they have 22 of 63 combined batting average in those games. That's not bad. That's actually, that's over 300. Obviously, we know it didn't do shit. We know it didn't help this season at all while they were down in the Ozarks with Marty and them. But, respect to try to get something going. Friday night series opener was rough. Cubs offense was shut out 5-0. I knew where this series was going after the 5th inning. Nico and Dansby both got on to start the inning, 2 on, no outs. Then Bush struck out after swinging at a turd in the dirt. Suzuki had took 3 high pitches to get the count to 3-1. Then he swung at something else, chest high. It resulted in a pop out. Once Tucker stepped into the box, I had no faith this team was going to scratch anything in that inning. That's where we are with this team right now. Tucker has 2 guys on, and I had no faith in his bat whatsoever. He flew out, and that put the team to 0-6 with runners in scoring position at that point in the game. The team finished without an extra base hit and went 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. The quartet of hitters, Bush, Seiya Suzuki, Kyle Tucker, PCA, they ended Saturday slashing a collective 194, 302, and 332 since the All-Star break. And they were just 2 for 15 combined on Friday night. You can't win. You can't win your 4 best batters at doing stuff like that. Boyd he allowed only 3 runs on 7 hits over 5 innings. Third straight loss the Cubs have had when he was a starter. Other than his start against Milwaukee, it's been the offense or the pen that's let him down. Both used to be top of the major strengths. Now they're just stacking losses for the squad. Since July 1st, the Cubs relievers have a 5.76 ERA, which is 4th worst in all of baseball. Ryan Brazier came in the 6th inning and allowed a home run and a double. and a single, which really put the game out of reach. Nothing. And at that point, it's like, this offense ain't got shit smoking. Of course, the Cubs won on Saturday. They're 40-14 following a loss this season. So you can say a lot about how the way the season is unfolding at the point, but they don't stack losses. You can at least put that to them. They just mid and underperforming. Saturday, they got a much-needed 9-1 blowout of victory over them dumb Redbirds. Bush did his usual performance in a stadium that's been named after him. He led off the game with a double, and then the next inning, he had a 3-run home run, which is his 22nd on the season, which is also now a single-season career high for him. Bush playing against St. Louis is nasty. He is a red bird hunter. He has got a nasty 4.41 average with 6 home runs, 11 RBIs, and a crazy OPS of 1.531 in just 8 games against St. Louis this season. Keep that type of stuff up. We love to see that against St. Louis. But it wasn't just Bush though. Seiya Suzuki, Kyle Tucker, they chipped in as well. They all combined, the three batters, they combined for 4 for 13, 4 RBIs, 5 runs, 2 walks, 2 doubles, and a home run in Saturday's win. Matt Shaw also walked and contributed a run-scoring triple. The Cubs scored 6 runs before they had 6 outs, which led to the Cardinals pulling their starter early. Let the Cubs get into that bullpen, which you like to see because that usually has a great effect on the games remaining in that series. Colin Ray turned in a quality start. He went 6 innings, had 6 strikeouts, allowed just 3 hits, and 1 earned run. The Cubs are actually 14-6 in games that he started this season. Moving on to the series finale on Sunday night, the game was delayed more than an hour due to rain down there in the Ozarks. But when the game finished, we knew what was going to happen. The Cubs lost to the Cardinals 3-2, dropping the series. The offense that had just lit up the scoreboard on Saturday, unfortunately, was just a one-day event. Back to life, back to reality. The Cubs managed 7 hits with just 1 extra base hit, with their only runs coming from a 2-run home run by Matt Shaw. He's been the only bright spot for the Cubs lately. The rookie third baseman has been red hot in the second half. Since the All-Star break, Mr. Shaw is slashing at .339, .361, .797 with a 1.157 OPS. 7 home runs, 15 RBIs. We need to clone him. Cubs need to clone him, put him all around the diamond. The team's ace, Shota McNaga, he was great as well. He had a season-high 9 strikeouts and only gave up 4 hits across 6 2/3 of innings. The struggles for the Cubs' top hitters, though, those continue, as evidenced when Craig Counsell actually pulled PCA for Justin Tucker in a crucial spot in the 8th inning, which to me signaled kind of a white flag, because when Justin comes in the game, it's not signaling. You're not doing that because you think you're going to be successful and win anything. You pull PCA, I think he's like, all right, we ain't got none of us cooking. I don't know if him pulling PCA had anything to do with him picked off second earlier in the game, or for the fact that PCA is in a serious rut right now. PCA is 2 for his last 32. That's a .069 batting average with 12 strikeouts. Just a shitty game all around. John Birdie, he got thrown out in the 9th inning trying to take second. I mean, I get it, trying to make something happen. This team I don't know. This team just ain't got no motion right now. Overall, the Cubs offense has scored the second most runs in baseball this whole season. They are slugging just .398 since the All-Star break, which ranks 20th in baseball. This team really needs to get their core star hitters. That's Kyle Tucker, Seiya Suzuki, Michael Bush, Pete Crow Armstrong. They need to get them guys a snap out of it. Really, that's really it. They got to snap out of it. They got to get out of that funk and return to their form at which they were back in June. With the Brewers winning today, The Cubs now find themselves 6 games back in the division and only 1.5 up on the Padres for the first wild card spot. You can see the writing on the wall. We are killing ourselves. It's a death by 1,000 cuts at this point. It ain't keep going at this rate. You're not making the playoffs at all. We know Jed Carter didn't do much to help this squad at the trade deadline, but there are some injuries. Maybe we can get a jolt from returning injured players. Miguel Amaya, finally some good news here. He's been on the 60-day injured list since May with that oblique strain. He is now on a rehab assignment over in Iowa and is on track to return to the Cubs this next series in Toronto. Actually, when he returns, it's going to require a 40-man roster move as the roster is already full. Jameson Taillon, he's been out since the start of July. He's also on a rehab assignment in AAA Iowa. He recently had an outing where he threw 4 2/3 of 1-run ball with 6 strikeouts and his second rehab outing. Manager Craig Counsell noted that he felt he made progress and is happy with it. His timeline isn't as clear as Amaya's, but I think with one more outing, he may be coming back to the Cubs at some point. Javier Assad has yet to pitch in the majors this season, but he's also on a rehab assignment. He threw 4 1/3 innings of 1-run ball in his third rehab outing. Like Jameson, his timeline isn't extremely clear, but you can see he's on his third outing. It wouldn't be too much longer before he's back with the Cubs as well. These guys can't get back soon enough with all facets of the team needing some type of a spark. The Cubs are going to stamp their passports and go see the AL East leading Blue Jays starting on Tuesday. I'll be back to recap that and talk all the news as that series ends. Let's fly the damn W. Go Cubs.
Thanks for listening to this latest episode from the Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan Channel. Don't matter if you listen to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or watch it on Twitch or YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, share with a friend, hit the notification bell so you never miss a drop. And to all the guys from Chicago, we say 3 things. Bear down, go Cubs go, and sell the team, Jerry.